Virgo, let's get into what you can expect this month, the month of June. So to start off the month, and this is actually happening on the 31st of May. On the 31st of May, we have a nice trine. We have a trine between Mars and Neptune. So for you, this is happening in the area of your life dealing with your friends and your partnerships. So you're going to have a nice synergy happening between your friends and your partnerships. There's going to be a bit of a good energy related to how you're networking and the contracts you're working towards. You might find yourself networking and bumping elbows with people who you want to get into a contract with. So that's going to be a great time for a lot of Virgo rising. And that's on the 31st. Now on the 3rd, we have another nice trine. We have the Sun in Gemini in a trine to Saturn in Aquarius. So for you, that is happening in the area of your life dealing with your career and your daily routines. So for a lot of people, you might find yourself advancing on your job. You might find yourself just having an overall great energy between your career and what you do on a daily basis. Okay. It is also a great time for your health as well, because with Saturn in Aquarius, and Aquarius is in the area of your life dealing with your health, you might find yourself inspiring other people to have good health, because the sun is shining light on your public image, and Saturn is helping you to notice your daily routine, helping you to perfect your health and perfect your daily routine. So you might very well find yourself inspiring other people to do some good things on a daily basis and to take care of their health. So that's some good energy. That is on the 3rd. Now we also have another nice trine. We have Venus in Cancer, which is dealing with your friends. Venus in Cancer in a trine to Jupiter in Pisces, and that's dealing with your partnerships again. So this is a great day to go out on a date. It's a great day for you and your partner if you're attached. It's a great day for you and your partner to go out on a date, maybe even meet up with some friends and have a nice romantic dinner. So that is another great day on the 3rd. Now, on the 5th, we do have a square. We have Mercury in Gemini, which is in your public image area. Mercury in Gemini is going to be in a square to Neptune in Pisces. So there's going to be a challenge between your public image and your partnerships. Okay, so if you're in a committed relationship, you might want to do something related to your public image, but your partner might not want you to do it. Or you might be thinking about changing something related to your public image, but you might have to reread your contract, because your contract might state that you can't do certain things or that you can't say certain things. And this can apply to you even if you are like a government employee, because government employees are under strict guidelines not to post certain things on social media. So you might have a bit of a challenge on that day between what you're thinking is a good idea and what actually needs to happen. Now, on the same day, this is June 5th, we have an opposition. We have Mars in Cancer in an opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. So there's going to be an opposition between how you network and your creativity, or there could be an opposition between your friendships and your romance. It could be a case where your friends want you to hang out with them, but you would rather go out on a date. So there's going to be a bit of an opposition between your friendships, your networking, and your romance and your creativity on that day, on the 5th. Let's move on to the next week, the week of June 6th. So this week we have the new moon in Gemini happening on June 10th. And it is a solar eclipse. And right along with that, we have the new moon in a conjunction to Mercury. So the new moon is going to be in a conjunction with Mercury, and it's in the area of your life dealing with your public image. So if you are a Virgo rising, This is a great time for you to set new intentions related to your public image, related to your career. However, this new moon in Mercury is going to be in a square to Neptune in Pisces. Okay, so this is going to be a wake-up call for a lot of people. You're going to see how your partnerships are affected by your career, or you're going to see how your public image is affected by your partnership. So vice versa. There's going to be a bit of a challenge there at the new moon because of the square to Neptune. The new moon in Gemini, the new moon and Mercury are both going to be in Gemini, and they're going to be in a square to Neptune. Okay, so a lot of people are going to receive wake-up calls around this time. Now, also the week of June 6th, we have Mars moving into Leo. And for you, Mars is moving into your area dealing with your spirituality. Okay, so a lot of people are happy that Mars is moving into Leo, because when Mars was in Cancer, Mars is debilitated in Cancer. So Mars really doesn't care to be in Cancer. Now, let's move on to the week of June 13th. The week of June 13th, we have a nice sextile. We have Venus in Cancer in a sextile to Uranus in Taurus. So you and your friends might be throwing around some ideas about taking an overseas trip. Excuse me, you might find yourself fooling around with technology that's going to help you broadcast, or you might fool around with some technology that is going to help you publish a book. So this is overall good energy, and it is a great energy to do a lot of thinking and planning some creative projects, Virgos. Okay, so that is on the 13th. Also on the 13th, we have the Sun in Gemini in a square to Neptune in Pisces. Okay, so again, there's going to be a bit of a challenge between your public image and your partnerships, or your public image and contracts that you're under. And then on the 14th, we have Saturn in Aquarius. Let me move the asterisk. The asterisk is just representing Saturn right now. We have Saturn in Aquarius in a square to Uranus in Taurus. So there's going to be a challenge between your daily routine and the ninth house. The ninth house matters. There's a square between your sixth house and your ninth house. The sixth house deals with daily routines and your health, and the ninth house deals with overseas travel. It can deal with philosophy. It can deal with legal matters. So for some people, this is showing up as them not being able to travel because you might need a COVID vaccine. Things like that will come up under this aspect for a lot of Virgo risings. Because remember, Uranus is the planet that deals with surprise. So there's going to be a surprise that comes up, maybe related to overseas travel, okay? And it could have something to do with your health, which Saturn is right there in Aquarius. Saturn is in Aquarius saying, you know what? You need to get that vaccine so that you can travel. So you might have a bit of a challenge, especially if you're not one who's interested in getting vaccinated. You might have a challenge there. There's going to be definitely tension between what you do on a daily basis and maybe your legal matters. Maybe you might have some legal matters that come up that need to be dealt with around the 14th. Okay, so let's move on to the next week. Sorry about that. So we're moving on to the next week, the week of June 20th. I'm moving my asterisks off to the side. So the week of June 20th, we have the Sun moving into Cancer. So we can tell all of our Cancer friends happy birthday. And we also have Jupiter going retrograde on that day. So at this point, Jupiter is in Pisces in the area dealing with your partnerships. So remember, Jupiter is a planet that wants to expand. So for all of you people who are single out there, you might find yourself backing off or backing out of the dating scene for a while when Jupiter is retrograde in your area that deals with partnerships. Now on the 23rd, we have a nice trine. We have the Sun in Cancer in a trine to Jupiter in Pisces. Okay, so there's going to be nice energy between your partnerships and your friendships. Nice energy between the way you network and your partnerships. Just overall nice energy going on between those two areas of your life. And let's move on to the week of the 27th, because we have Venus joining Mars in Leo. Okay, so Venus moves into Leo on June 27th. And then on the 1st, we have another opposition. We have Mars in Leo in an opposition to Saturn in Aquarius. Okay, so let's put that on the screen here. Mars in Leo. So the green asterisk is representing Mars, and then the blue asterisk is representing Saturn. So as you can see, there's going to be a bit of a tug of war, because when Mars is in an opposition to Saturn, Mars feels inhibited. Okay, so there might be something you want to do behind the scenes, but Saturn is telling you, you know what, that's not part of your daily routine. You need to leave that alone. There might be some aspect of your spirituality and that you want to go forward with, but Saturn is asking you to stick to your daily routine. So there's going to be a bit of a tug of war for a lot of people. There might be something either related to your spirituality or something you want to do behind the scenes, and Saturn wants you to keep everything the way it is. Okay, so that's going to be a challenge for a lot of Virgo risings. Okay, so please like this video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel. I will be doing more of these monthly videos. If you would like to book a private reading, you can visit my website, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. You can also get daily screenshot readings at my website as well. So until next month, everyone have a great month.